Hey there guys, this is Goshen and welcome to the definite guide to crafting in Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. On this video we're gonna talk about the Mystic, the Jeweler, and the Blacksmith. I did a video back in launch of Reaper of Souls and it was just to get you guys the information that was available to me at the time, so you could get a general idea of the changes that went on at the expansion. But since then, Blizzard has updated their guide and there's a lot of more information about everything. So without further ado, let's first talk about the Mystic. She's awesome and she can do two things, and by that little thing on her head she can also talk, so there's that. The two things she can do is enchant and transmogrify. To be able to enchant and transmogrify all types of equipment, you need to train her up to level 12. So, okay, enchanting. This lets you choose an affix of an item and change it. So, this is the list of the properties on these pants, which aren't very good, but I can change them. So, to know what I can get if I trade each of these properties, I have to click on this little interrogation point. After I choose the one that I don't want and I replace that property, it will lock to that property. Only that property will be able to be replaced in the future again. So all the other ones will be forever fixed and you cannot change them. So for example, in here there's all resist and armor. Let's change all resist. So also, as you can see, there's a separation on primary and secondary stats. So if we see here, the primary stats on these pants can be changed to life regen and damage of these spells. But there's also always, oh, and I can also have a socket, which would be what I would want on these pants. But you always have the affix, the first property that you're changing, you will always get it, and I'll be showing you guys that in a minute. But for example, these secondary affixes, they show other secondary properties like life each kill, extra gold from monsters, so it's basically gold fine, range and melee attacker, so this is thorns, plus experience, slow on hit, ignores durability loss, and level requirement reduced by an X number of levels. So just for the sake of like showing you guys how this actually works, I'm gonna be changing all resist, and these are the things that I can get. I want sockets, or at least like I use shock pulse, so around 10 to 15% plus shock pulse would be good, but I'm not even gonna use these pants. But anyway, some items do not require neither Death's Breath or the other things, the oh my god, how are they called? Demonic essences. Alright, some of them do not require them. I cannot tell, because sometimes rings do and sometimes rings don't. I don't really know. But anyway, if you don't want to talk with her, you can just click on this red cauldron to enchant. So let's do it. We want sockets, guys. We want sockets. We select it, we click on that so we can see, and then we replace property. Also, the item will be bound to your account, so keep that in mind. You will not be able to trade this item with anyone else. Okay, Okay, shock pulse 15%. It's not actually bad. Well, 2 sockets would be maybe better. I don't know. So, as you can see, you always get your original property, and then you get 2 other new properties that you can use to replace that other one. So, if we change it to shock pulse, now we can only change that one. And if we click on change, as you can see, we will get shock pulse there and 2 other things. So, that is enchanting. Now to transmogrify. For example, my shoulders. Oh yeah, transmogrify lets you change the appearance of your items. For example, my shoulders, they originally look like this, and it says original and everything. And to transmogrify back to your original appearance, it's free. But I like this one better. To transmogrify to other normal appearances, it's 500 gold. But for example, because I've unlocked the appearance of a vile ward because I got one to drop, I can change its appearance to a vile ward. But it actually looks good, but it's more expensive. It's 50,000 gold. So alright, I guess our guy looks a little better now, depending on your point of view. And now let's talk about the jeweler. Fun fact, on Act 5, if you talk with him constantly, if you talk all the options with him, he will actually give you a personal quest, which is awesome. The scoundrel also has a personal quest. I really like it. So basically, when you play, gems drop, and you can combine those gems to make stronger ones. Right now on Reaper of Souls, Marquise gems drop, I think, in every difficulty, and Imperial amethysts drop in master difficulty or higher after level 61, I think. Like, yeah, after level 61, if you're 61, it'll start dropping. So the jeweler has 2 new ranks. The first rank teaches you Imperial gems. The second rank will teach you flawless Imperials, and then you have to unlock the other 2 ranks with books that you can find in the world. So as you can see here, emeralds, there's royal and flawless royal. These gems require 3 of the lower ranked gems and 1 that's breath to craft. But don't worry guys, they are totally worth it, because Marquise gems have 62 of their base stats. For example, the emeralds have 62 dexterity. Imperials have 100. Flawless Imperials have 160. Royals have 220. And then it's 280 dexterity. This is a lot of dexterity, but they do come at a higher cost, because, like, honestly, I'm probably only ever gonna be doing flawless Imperials for my normal sockets, and I'll be upgrading the weapon socket to a flawless royal as soon as I can, but I don't really want to spend any more money. The jeweler, along with the new gem ranks, he also gets sovereign amulet. He learns this, I think it's at level 11. And then there's also a new Hellfire ring. a level 70 Hellfire ring, which is this one. As you see, these ones have the older required materials. This one has new required materials, so there's also that. And now let's go to the blacksmith, but before we go there, we're going to talk about the new crafting materials. Alright, so if we open here, common debris are replaced by reusable parts on items that are new, that didn't exist in the game. These are only used by new recipes, new items, new legendaries. For example, if you want to craft a legendary that already existed, I think you only need the older crafting materials, but we'll check that in just a few moments. So common debris are replaced by reusable parts. Exquisite essences will be replaced by arcane dust. Iridescent tears are replaced by veiled crystals, and fiery brimstones are replaced by forgotten souls. When you play, there's also a chance, and these materials they drop on certain mobs or zones, and these are required to make legendary items. So for example, you have to get this item to build the legendary corruption. To build the Sunder, you need this one. For example, these two are used to make set items. So the Guardian's Jeopardy, they need this legendary crafting material, and the Hallowed Protectors needs this one. And of course, that's breath replaced demonic essences. So let's now go to the blacksmith. And there's also new infernal machines. He learns this at level 12, I think. Yes, he learns this at level 12 because he also has new levels. And the jeweler needs 5 Death's Breath for each new level, so it's 10 total. The blacksmith requires a little bit more, so you upgrade him to level 11, and then to get him to 20, and when he gets to level 11, he learns how to make exquisite weapons that have 4 to 6 magic properties and require level 61, which is good, so you can like craft a little bit of new items for you. And if we come here, yeah, it's exquisite weapons. For example, this one, it's exquisite, right? This one is old because it's exalted, but the new ones, exquisite, it already needs the new crafting materials. At level 11, to get him to 20 XP, you need another Death's Breath, and he will learn how to do Sovereign Ascended gear with 4 to 6 magical properties, and requires level 70. Sovereign Ascended. I think that it's this one's. Yeah, it's this one's. Sovereign. As you can see, oh my god, these are expensive because for Death's Breath. Anyway, at level 11, 40 XP, 40% XP, you will need another Death's Breath to upgrade him to that, and you will learn class specific gear, Sovereign Ascended class specific gear. Then at 60% XP with another Death's Breath, he will learn Sovereign Weapons and Followers Relics, and at 80% XP he will learn sovereign weapons, which I guess are these ones. And to upgrade him to level 12, to level 11 you need 5 death's breath, and then 1 death's breath per 20% XP. And then to upgrade him to level 12 you need another 5 death's breath and also gold. All the levels require gold also. But at level 11 he learns sovereign weapons, and you can teach him all the new legendary books that let him craft legendary items. So for example, for set items you only need one legendary book to teach him. For example, Kane's Destiny has a book that teaches him all Kane's Destiny's set pieces. For example, see there's another one there. And as you can see here, to craft these legendary gloves you need those new crafting materials. You need Forgotten Souls to craft legendaries. That's breath, veiled crystals. You also need this specific item to craft Kane's Destiny. I would guess that this Magda's Tormented Soul, I would guess that this drops when you kill Magda, but I'm not sure, guys. But that would kind of be cool. But for example, for this one, you also need a Flawless Royal Ruby, and you also need Ascended Gauntlets. These drop on the little armory thingies around the world when you play. So that's that. And let me check here for a legendary. For example, this one's. The recipe for this legendary drops when you kill Malfail. I don't know if it's 100% chance of dropping. I know I got it the first time, so anyway, these, which elf globes, restore 25 to 30% of your primary resource. That's really useful. So these need Ascended Bracers, and that's a set piece of Guardian's Jeopardy. It also needs Ascended Bracers. So these are kind of going to be important because it's kind of like the bare bone, so you can then create a legendary, which I think makes a lot of sense and it's really cool. And because it's a new legendary, of course it needs the new crafting materials. It also needs Forgotten Souls because it's a legendary, that's breath, and it requires Reaper's Fear. This is a legendary item, a legendary crafting material that you have to kill a specific mob to get this material, so then you can create your legendary. Legendaries are really hard to craft, but like for example this one doesn't require a gem. This one also does not require a gem, and I already have one of the symbols of the Guardian Brotherhood. But like, can you imagine if I don't get a good roll on this? It does have 6 random magic properties guaranteed, and then you can always go and enchant these crafted legendaries. If you get like a crappy roll, like just one of them is really bad and you want a better one. So this is the blacksmith. So we've talked about the mystic, the jeweler, and the blacksmith. I really like the new crafting system. I really like the new crafting materials. I think that it's really interesting the way they change the crafting system. I really like that you need just a bare bone to then create a legendary. I think that's really interesting. It makes legendaries a little bit more difficult to craft. It also makes those white items, it actually makes them relevant to the game, which is awesome. Like, they have their own place, which is important. And I think that's really it, guys. That's it. I really like the new crafting system. I love the new gems. They are amazing. I love to transmogrify my items so I can make my wizard look cooler. And oh my god, let's change something. Right, guys, I'm gonna change this to that. It's blue. Why is it blue? That's no good. That's no good. Okay, that's the best one, I guess. So yeah, guys, that's it. I hope you like my video. Please like, subscribe, all of that stuff, and see you guys on the next video. Bye.